Very good afternoon, listeners, from Spencer, the Spencer Stadium, home of Banbury United Football Club, for this Southern League Central Premier Division clash this afternoon between Banbury United and Tamworth. And as always, I'll be bringing you full match commentary, and alongside me is, well, I'd say as always, but he's not been present the last couple of games, but delighted to announce that he's back with me, the dynamic duo this afternoon, Stuart Bywater. And Banbury Town is sitting in around the playoff zone at the moment after those 8 games, 7th position, 4 wins, 2 draws, 2 defeats, exactly the same goals scored and goals conceded as Tamworth. We are underway. Tamworth sitting in 14th before the start of today's play. They'll take this flag kick over on the far side, out swinging, gone to the middle of the Lamb's box.
There's a bit of a melee in the box.
Bumping around everywhere. Stabbed at goal and deflected away somehow, and then rasped over the bar.
I think it was actually saved off the line by Just Singh there, Kev. It was stabbed up from close range there from, I couldn't make out which Banbury player it was, but it was point blank range, and Just Singh there reacted brilliantly to save it off the line. All it takes, though, Kev, is like one good passage of play, like one good string of passes in the right direction.
Here comes Casaboni on the far side and rolls the ball across the 18-yard box, and a shot straight at Jazz Singh, but it was all too easy. Banbury forward found a bit of space there.
Yeah, Jazz Singh wasn't troubled there at all. It was straight at him. Obviously, I think I'm right in saying he was 34 years of age now.
Correct, yeah.
You know, and Dennis Green's obviously got a lot of faith in him, obviously from the time at St Neots together.
Shot on goal for Tamworth, Kyle Finn. It took until the 17th minute of the match for a shot on target, and it was a pretty ugly passage of play out on this near side actually, but Kyle Finn wriggled free, worked his way inside towards the 18-yard D and hit a shot at Jack Harding, who was more than equal to it. Plays it cleverly off the full-back Marvin Martin for a Tamworth throw, which Christian Green will take right in front of us. To Verma. The return's only Verma chooses, but he steps inside and goes across to Bezic. Into Waite, gets it back on the volley from Bezic. Well, it's sat up for the Tamworth captain some 22 yards from goal, and he's volleyed it over Jack Harding's goal, but a fairly good passage of play there.
Yeah, I was about to say the past 5 minutes or so Tamworth have got into this game a little bit more. They've sort of thwarted the attack of Banbury a little bit. They just seem to be getting themselves into the game. It's took 22 minutes almost, but we're getting there.
Yeah, unfortunately the case so far. Finn picks up a loose ball, slides one through to Chris Lade, who tries to get on the end of that one. In his efforts to direct that towards goal, he's took a kick from the Banbury covering defender there, and he's gone down in the 18-yard box holding his left leg. But he's had no look towards the bench at the moment.
Tamworth's first corner of the game. It's another low one by Ryan Bezic towards the front post, and missed everybody in blue again, and the troops scuttle back into their own half to try and stop the attack, which they've managed to, Kev.
Yeah, overall very evenly matched. The two sides at deadlock at the moment at 0-0, and there's the whistle for the half-time break. Spencer Stadium at half-time, the scoreline is Banbury United 0, Tamworth 0. So I think the way things are going for Tamworth, it'll be even greyer very shortly. But
if there'll be any hair left after this game.
Underway in the second half, with the teams tied at 0-0. Good tackle by Jemson, and here comes Tamworth, and Jordan Clement tries one, and it was parried down into the ground as the keeper fell to the floor there, Jack Harding. Well, it had to be saved. A decent effort by the youngster, Stuart.
It did, and I think that's probably the shot that's troubled the Banbury keeper the most so far this game. And it's come from the substitute, Kev.
Score, it is still 0-0. But Tamworth certainly in the ascendancy and had the better of it so far in this second period. Attacking now down the right side with Christian Green. Great energy there from the fullback. He's done well to get the ball back to Kyle Finn with a chance to cross. He does just that, headed out, and then a shot over the bar from Ryan Bezic for the second time this afternoon from a similar distance.
A bit like deja vu just at the other end.
But it's just that increase in energy, Stuart, isn't it? That increased tempo that we talk about.
We're not really privy to that bit of information, because you know it's always going to be difficult coming into a new squad for the first time.
Here comes Kyle Finn now down the right hand side of the 18-yard box, crossed away and it's headed clear. Still half a chance, and it's just didn't fall to Stefan Moore. Banbury were able to clear, and a mistake by Goff near halfway. Here comes Casaboni, looking dangerous now. 3 on 3 at the back for Tamworth. Joel Kettle with a great tackle and away from danger. The fullback Hawking now out to Finch on this near side. Good play by Banbury. Rizzolu, chance for a cross. It's almost skimmed the bar on the way over. He beat Singh.
Yeah, well, I think Jazz Singh thought that was going over, but it curled back in and almost skimmed off the face of the bar curve.
Says a lot about the game, unfortunately.
It really does. And there is the full-time whistle. Now it's finished. Banbury 0, Tamworth 0.